South of Rockford this afternoon, where icy conditions caused some slick roads and low visibility, and that's to blame for some accidents there.
Let's get right to Brant Miller tracking the storm. Bring us up to date, Brant.
Well, it's not a major accumulation, but as you've seen from the slick road conditions there in Rockford, be cautious tonight as temperatures fall below freezing. That's already starting to occur in the western suburbs. We could see some slick spots. This is this elongated area. It's called a deformation zone. This is where there's lifting taking place, and you see that line of right across O'Hare and out into the southwest suburbs. That's where the changeover is taking place. That's where the heaviest moisture is occurring. This is just light snow out to the west. Look out toward Rockford. It's quiet, not a lot going on being detected by Live Doppler 5. All this moves off to the south and east, and what you're seeing here, we still have the winter storm warning in effect. It's a blizzard warning to the west. The winds will pick up tonight. Some of those wind gusts exceeding perhaps 40 miles per hour. Take a look at this. Now, it'll take a second to focus on this. This is O'Hare, and we're looking out toward the airport. You can see the visibility is not reduced very much. You can still see the lights out there at the airport. So light snow falling at this point. So, and here's what's happening as far as the temperatures. Current reading is still above freezing. Look how much is in the rain gauge. Over 1.5 inches of rain. Had that been snow, we could have seen maybe 15 inches of snow, if that holds true. Here's what to expect during the evening hours. Rain turning over to snow, and light snow will come to an end tonight. For the morning rush hour, some flurries. Indiana could see some lake effect snows in the early part of the day. And this is the latest projection from Stormcast. Look how paltry these amounts are. Maybe 1/2 inch at O'Hare, mainly in grassy areas. Not a whole lot in the city. Maybe 1 inch in Rockford. What lies ahead as we move toward the holiday, coming up with a complete forecast. Rob, Allison, back to you.
But it's our first snow, so we're all excited.
There you are.
Just need a little bit as we start to wait for the snow to fall here in the city. As Brant mentioned, it's already making its debut in the northwestern suburbs. Right?
Our team coverage continues with NBC 5's Charlie Wojciechowski and Kim Vadas. Kim, let's start with you. You're at the Des Plaines Oasis for us tonight. And oh, look, there are some snowflakes there.
Yes, there is snow. We really, in the last hour, have seen the weather turn here, and definitely out here on the expressways and the tollways, the plows are out in force, trying to salt them to make this commute home so much easier. We have not seen the drivers slowing down right now, but they will need to. With temperatures falling, the threat of rapidly deteriorating driving conditions and accidents worry commuters.
It's really easy to have accidents, and with all of these cars and people not being used to the snow, it could be really bad out there.
And tonight, state police are on alert.
The most important message we should get today is to make sure that everyone slows down.
IDOT trucks are loaded up. More than 400 plow and salt trucks are ready to tackle 9,000 lane miles of expressway as the snow falls.
Obviously, with this being the first event of the season, we want to take time to let everybody know safety is a key.
And IDOT drivers themselves are reminding motorists their trucks need room.
People don't realize if we're in the middle lane, we're actually going to be a little bit in their lane also.
The other threat, wind. With gusts up to 60 miles per hour, suburban holiday decor could be vulnerable.
If it's really that high and I see it blowing over, I will shut down the balloons.
Now, of course, we're looking at this minor accumulation, but this again is just from the last 30 minutes. The snow is falling here at the Des Plaines Oasis. We again see the plows are out and they are salting the roads, and drivers are urged to use caution. We're live here at the Oasis. Kim Vadas, NBC 5 News.
Definitely picking up. Thanks, Kim.
We've been looking out the window behind us. Here in the city, it has been cold, windy, and a wet day.
Here's a live look along Michigan Avenue right now, where rain has been falling most of the day. Not sure if there's a little snow out there now, mostly rain, but that is expected to change later this evening. And along with the rain, winds whipping up waves along the lake.
And that's where our coverage continues now with NBC 5's Charlie Wojciechowski. Charlie?
Well, Allison, Rob, I've been doing my unofficial brown glove test, and so far we've seen no flakes here at our Lakeshore Drive location. The city says it's got 200 plows ready to go when that snow comes. As if to warn us that the snow was coming or to ease us into it, Mother Nature pelted the city first with rain.
I love it.
You love this weather?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because the temperature is perfect. Little rain isn't going to kill anybody.
But they say in a couple of hours the snow's...
Well, I'll be home in a couple hours, so I don't care.
An idea many seized upon, starting the commute a few hours early and in turn startling traffic on the Kennedy and other highways. Still, it could have been much worse.
We've been very fortunate for 200 and something days of without snow. but now Old Man Winter is going to make it up for us right now, and we're going to really get blitzed, but good.
The approaching storm did whip up the waves on Lake Michigan and whipped up a frenzy for Fern.
I just moved here a few years ago. She'd never seen the lake, and she can't stay away from it. She loves the waves.
Still, many were hoping this storm would be the one that delivered a white Christmas.
It should be snowing right about now.
It's going to be snowing in a couple hours.
Oh, that's the type of weather I enjoy, snow. It's Christmas.
Now, even if we don't get much of an appreciable snow, the wet roads and the cold temperatures could still be a problem. The city says it has 285,000 tons of salt ready to go. It hasn't used a drop all year. Reporting live from along Lakeshore Drive, Charlie Wojciechowski, NBC 5 News.
Thanks so much, Charlie.
Whether it's snow, rain, or just the talk of either one, traffic is always an issue.
Let's check out the evening rush with NBC 5's Lauren Jiggets. She's live along the Eisenhower tonight.
Allison and Rob, our job tonight was to talk about the evening commute and show you the evening commute. And I've got to say, so far, it really hasn't been that bad. And we're nearing the end of the evening rush. We've been on the outbound Kennedy, the Tri-State, and now the inbound Eisenhower. And again, we're moving about 50 miles an hour right now, so moving very well. The pavement is wet, and so that could become a problem as the temperature continues to drop. A little bit west of here, near the Austin exit, it appeared some of that rain was starting to turn into snow. So again, that's something to definitely be aware of later on tonight. We have seen a lot of plows out and about, ready to go at a moment's notice. So when this pavement does start getting a little bit slick, I'm sure we'll see them out here salting the roads. Reporting live from the inbound Eisenhower, I'm Lauren Jiggets, NBC 5 News.
Thank you, Lauren. Out for an evening drive.
Rain and low visibility, however, made for a day of flight delays and cancellations at O'Hare.
NBC 5's Emily Flores joins us live from the airport right now. Emily?
Well, Rob and Allison, let me just give you a look at what is happening here at the airport. Here's a shot of the boards. More and more people are showing up to the board to see it flash from on time to canceled. You can just understatement to say it's a tough start to the holiday weekend.
Planning to go to Phoenix to escape the weather. Just couldn't make it out in time. Supposedly the only way to rebook something is a single line, which is about a mile long. So just planning to head back, drive through the rain, hoping it's not going to turn into snow or something.
The Belusos were headed to Arizona for the holiday, but after getting to the airport, their flight was suddenly canceled. Now they are one of the many people that have had this happen today, with the looming storm calling for flight changes. Now already, because of low visibility area, airports have canceled close to 500 flights. Nearly 300 have been here just at O'Hare, and delays are between 30 to 90 minutes for those flying in and out of the airport. Now a similar story at Midway. Airlines are reporting minor delays there. They've had more than 150 cancellations. Also, because of the storm, Southwest Airlines has canceled all of its flights out of Midway after 4:30, and American has canceled a number of flights after 8 p.m. So many airlines have already issued, they're called flexible travel policies, allowing people to change their plans without a penalty. Again, that's just being so considerate of the weather. But the airlines are encouraging everybody to please check the websites before you come out to the airport to see what's happening, especially over the next 13 days of busy holiday travel. But there are quite a few families we've spoken to already today who are stranded, who had plans for the weekend but are definitely having to change those. We'll of course keep you up to date here at the airport live. I'm Emily Flores, NBC 5 News.
That's tough. Should be a better day tomorrow. Thanks, Emily.
From flight cancellations and school closings to snow totals, we're going to update you with live team coverage when you join us tonight at 10. Plus, join us an hour earlier than usual as our morning team kicks off weather blast coverage tomorrow morning bright and early at 4 a.m.
And we're back with some of the day's other news stories, including another miraculous move for a dog named Lassie.
But first, as we go to break, we can't get enough of it. We're going to take a look at the first snowfall of the season. It's very exciting.
NBC 5 News is sponsored by Bedding Experts.
Outrage from firefighters and paramedics tonight. A man who attacked two of their own in the back of an ambulance is sentenced to court supervision, and they say it's not enough. A judge found Jonathan Soto guilty of misdemeanor reckless conduct. The two paramedics recall finding him passed out on the street and how he attacked them when they tried to help him.
He was kicking us, he was biting us, he kicked her in the stomach.
I really felt like he could have killed us with one punch.
Could have killed one of us with one punch.
The firefighters union says such attacks are growing more common, and they plan to push for tougher sentences in the future.
Former White House Chief of Staff Bill Daley may be considering a bid for the governor's office. Daley says he's seriously thinking about running for governor in 2014, and that would also mean challenging Governor Pat Quinn in the Democratic primary. The brother of Chicago's longest-running mayor revisited his interest in the governor's office during a speech at the City Club, but he stopped short of making an official announcement.
I have commented on this before. I've said that I'm thinking about it seriously. We are a ways off.
Governor Quinn has already said he will run for re-election. The Democratic primary will be held in March of 2014.
A happy ending for a dog named Lassie who survived a frightening ordeal on the Kennedy Expressway earlier this week. On Monday, she was lost and hurt dodging traffic until police corralled her to safety. An online group shared our pictures from Sky 5 and located her owners, but Lassie had been hit by a car and her hind leg was broken. Her owners could not afford the surgery to fix it, and there was a danger that it would have to be amputated. Well, that is until a generous veterinarian stepped in. Norwood Park Animal Hospital is donating the surgery. Lassie will get her leg fixed tomorrow
Happy
morning.
Ending there.
Love
Everybody
that
came
story.
together on that. How much snow and where?
The snow is already falling in Des Plaines. We're back with Brandt's updated forecast in just 2 minutes. Maybe you at home are just like us right now, looking out the window trying to say, snow? I think that's
We're not
snow.
trained, but that looks like snow to me.
Come on, grab the sleigh bells. I dare you.
I got my sleigh
She's been
bells
waiting
ready.
for that moment.
I'm excited.
Such a child.
Love the first
Such
snow.
a
Love
child.
it.
Okay, here's
You do too.
Here's
It's
the
a few days
idea.
to Christmas. She's pumped.
Here's what's happening across Chicagoland now. It's starting to change over to snow. Thank you, Allison. I'll make a horse sound when you can't see my face. Okay. There you go. Okay, here's our live Doppler 5. Here's what's going on right now. Here's where the heavier band of moisture lies, just across Cook County, just north of around Evanston, Wilmette, stretching out across the southwest suburbs, out toward Tinley Park. All of this moving off to the east. There is still some light snow behind this, but no major accumulation for Chicago. This has been mainly a grassy area event. A little different story out toward Rockford. The winds have been a little stronger there, a little longer with the snow, and the temperatures are a little colder, and there have been some slick spots. That'll be the story tonight as the winds pick up out of the northwest around perhaps 40 miles per hour, and the temperatures fall. We'll see all this moisture starting to freeze. All these areas in pink, that's where the winter storm warning continues for Chicago. It's a blizzard warning to the west. Current temperatures, look at Rockford, still above freezing. Still above freezing at O'Hare. That's the story. The cold air just was not here in time to make this a major snowstorm. And we wound up with a significant amount of moisture, about 1.5 inches measured at one of our neighborhood sites at O'Hare. The jet stream pattern, give you an idea what's going on. Why is this system doing what it's doing? Well, the moisture outran it. It went way to the east. On the backside, it looked like there'd be enough cold air, but that was not the case. The computer models think that it's December 20th, and they factor in the climate. This time of the year, it should be cold air. Well, that's not the case. It was warm air. We're in the upper 40s today. Here's what's still to come. Some light snow, even a little break in some of the snow activity in the western suburbs. We'll see that light snow continuing overnight. You may see 1 inch, maybe some places will see 1 inch or 2, maybe up to 4 inches if we even can achieve that. And then overnight it backs off to just some flurries into the morning hours tomorrow. Northwest Indiana could still see a couple of snow showers into the morning hour. There's the noon hour. The sun is out on this side of Lake Michigan. So a quick look at the forecast. The winter storm warning still posted till 3 a.m. Snow amounts, if we get to 1 to 4 inches in the city, I don't expect much out of this. 24 the low. So there could be some slick spots, very windy conditions as those winds pick up out of the north and west. Flurries ending partly sunny for the morning hours tomorrow. And then by afternoon, mostly sunny. Indiana could still see a few lake effect snow showers. The winds begin to back down. Only 28 for the high temperature tomorrow. So a quick recap. We're seeing for the evening hours, the rain that's still rain in Indiana changes to snow. Overnight, that light snow comes to an end. Indiana in the morning hours could see some Indiana snow showers, flurries across Chicagoland coming to an end. And look at this. This is all that we're projecting now. Maybe 1 inch, if that, of snow accumulating. A big change from what we were looking at last night for Chicago. Here's what to expect for the next several days. Over the weekend, dry conditions, low 30s. look at Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We could still perhaps see a snowflake or two. You've got to look at what's behind you now.
Yeah,
or
it's
100
definitely,
snowflakes. Look at that.
It's like Mother Nature heard our call. It's definitely snowing now.
Shake
No
those
doubt
bells.
about it.
Shake the bells, Allison.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot.
Just for you, Brant. Just
She's
for
warming
you.
up Mike Adamle for sports. A big decision today in high school sports.
Yeah, talk about a Merry Christmas. Stanford, Duke, Michigan State, BYU, Florida. High school hoopster Jabari Parker has made his decision. And help could be on the way for the Bears, at least defensively. The return of several key players could give the Bears the lift they need Sunday against Arizona. We've got the story coming up next in sports.
Now, the Mercedes-Benz of Westmont Sports Desk.
You know, even if it was just limited participation, the Bears had to be elated to see defenders like Tim Jennings and Henry Melton back on the field. Make things happen kind of players who have been sorely missed in recent weeks. Brian Urlacher, of course, is still sidelined, but he likes the thought of playing in that final regular season game against the Lions. And adding cornerback Tim Jennings into the mix would be a real blessing for the Bears. Despite missing the last 2 games, Jennings still leads the NFL in interceptions, and turnovers are exactly what the Bears have been missing.
Like I said, we started off hot, even though we didn't play our best football in those games, but we played well enough to win. And lately, we just haven't. You know, we haven't been putting up the numbers that we've been putting up early in the season, offense and defensively. You know, defensively, we haven't been creating the turnovers we have in the first half of the season. And we just got to get back to that level of play.
And a reminder, following Sunday's game between the 49ers and Seahawks, keep it on NBC 5. Brandon Marshall will give us his inside look at the Arizona game on Sports Sunday. You know, when I came out of high school and signed a letter of intent to play football at Northwestern, 3 people showed up: Mom, Dad, and my high school coach. Jabari Parker is living on another planet. His talent's so coveted that his decision on where he'll attend college was a nationally televised event. The decision came down to a Final 5, a packed house at Simeon Career Academy to find out Jabari's final destination. When all was said and done, Parker chose the Duke Blue Devils over Michigan State, Florida, Stanford, and BYU. And for Parker, he's just glad the recruiting process is over.
Everybody knows I hate attention. You can see me I don't put stuff out on the media. I don't do that. I just focus on everybody. I focus on the team. And attention is real hard for me, accepting things. And it's because it's about the team. It's not about me.
Congratulations, my man. Well, more bad news for hockey fans. The NHL announced the cancellation of more games today, this time through January 14th. That's more than half of the regular season schedule. The light at the end of the tunnel looking pretty much like the proverbial oncoming train. Well, the Cubs making sure they are well armed next season added not 1 but 2 new starters to their roster, signing Carlos Villanueva, who played for the Blue Jays last year. They also grabbed another right-hander, adding Edwin Jackson, just 29 years old. Jackson has played for more than 7 teams in the major leagues, including the White Sox. Both contracts are multi-year deals worth beaucoup bucks.
All right.
Good for them.
We're thinking baseball already. No.
No, you're kidding. You're begging for
we were
snow.
hoping for.
Look at that
Come
snow
on.
coming behind us now.
This is
That doesn't
great.
look real back there. Let's check in with Brant for one more look at the forecast.
One quick look at our live Doppler 5 will give you an idea of what's happening. That heavy snow band is right over the city of Chicago, and you can see the intensity when you look at the window behind us here. Once it passes, we'll just see some light snow showers continuing tonight. Minor accumulations, mainly in grassy areas. It will get cold, so there could be some slick spots. We'll update you on why this happened this way tonight when you join us at 10.
Well, it's the perfect first snow. It's magical.
It's
Not
beautiful
too
to look
much,
at,
just
too.
enough.
It's a beautiful shot out there. That's it for us at 6. We'll see you back here with more snow coverage at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we're just going to sit here and look at the snowfall. For the latest on the snow totals, school closings. Now Mike's gotten a hold of the jingle bells. Rush hour traffic. Tune in tomorrow morning. Our morning team's going to be there for you starting at 4 a.m. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.